a stronger mind. By first exposing the fact of weak-mindedness. You know why people don't stay up here? Because they're weak-minded. Not that they hard wasn't on black supremacy. When they come here, they are on black supremacists. You understand what I'm saying? They really are entertaining. Like, this is serious. Man, I came all the way up here. You feel me? I left everything. But you know what? When they get here, their weak-mindedness kick in. Because they thought that they was going to come to a place where they can be black supremacists with no challenges. They thought that hey, I'm coming into a heaven where, hey, I'm not going to even be exposed, or I'm not going to be seduced or influenced by any things of the world. But they didn't know that you're coming to a place that's so solid and isolated from white supremacy that even white supremacy, the agenda of it, even looks more tempting. Right? Because it's rare. You understand what I'm saying? It's rare. Well, you know, when the last time you been to a movie? That's rare, ain't it? The things that happens every day in the Matrix. But when you come out of that, it's like, I ain't had no chicken in a long time. So it's more tempting to see what you stand for. It's the precious experiences that you had being in the Matrix supporting the agenda of white supremacy become even more glimmering, ecstatic. You follow what I'm saying? Look at the white dude that was on the Matrix. He just wanted to sit there. He knew he wasn't chewing the food. He knew the food wasn't real. But it just had this great aesthetic value to him. It was just overwhelming because I'm on that goddamn ship all the time. And just anything. I just want to get back in the Matrix and just taste how a steak tastes. Right? So they don't realize that the challenge of coming out of the Matrix is even deeper than being in it. It's easy to come out of it because there's a place to come out of it and step from it. But once you're out of it, some people get Matrix sick. Huh? They get Matrix sick. Oh, I sure remember. Man, I missed that. Every little vision and goal that they had when they was in the Matrix come to them. Like, yeah, I could have did that. It's not too late either. I can't get back in the Matrix and still do that shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? They get Matrix sick. And then they have to run back. But it starts on small levels. It's not a big... It doesn't happen as one dramatic situation. And I'm going back in the Matrix. They broke down over time. You understand what I'm saying? They just got weaker and weaker and caved in more and more and more. And then they looked up. And they packing their damn bags. And it all makes sense. The Matrix. It's beautiful. Why am I here on black supremacy? Like, forget the white supremacist agenda when there's just so much out there in the Matrix. It's so beautiful. That's what it's supposed to be. That's the seductive edge of it. That's the purpose of the marketing and all that, to keep you in. They're not using the military to keep you in. They're using colors and marketing schemes and billboards and advertisements, color therapy, aromatherapy, lighting. They're not using the military to keep people back in the Matrix. They're taking advantage of their weak-ass minds. Am I right? That's how they keep them in the Matrix. They knew when they put the MSG in the food that you was going to struggle to come back. They knew you want to taste it again. It's crack all through the Matrix. Not just on the corners. So only a strong mind can break the addiction to be standing in something else. We can't even talk about black supremacy till we talk about having a strong mind. We can't even begin to talk about that. Because black supremacy requires you to stand in something, and standing in something requires you to have a strong mind. Because if you don't have a strong mind, how you do it? You eventually break down and end up right back with it. And when that which has a stronger mind, or strong mind, when that comes against you, that's the resistance. It's some people strong in the Matrix. Everybody in the Matrix is just not a victim. Some of them are programmers and architects. They got some strong fucking minds. You feel what I'm saying? To keep that program going. So what happens when somebody who wants to get out, that's weak-minded, run into a matrix program? That's a losing battle. Right in the door. You just lost. Only a strong mind can obliterate the program, am I right? Of the agenda of white supremacy. Weak minds ain't gonna be able to. Strong minds make it a reality. Weak minds always entertain and always, weak minds are followers. Strong minds are the vanguards. Do you understand what I'm saying? Weak minds can be influenced. They can go to one direction or another. It's political. Weak minds depend on what the group thinks. How do people feel about this? Strong minds, it don't matter how people feel about it. It don't matter. Because how people feel is why we have liquor stores in our community. How people feel is why the Arabs are in there selling our people bullshit. Because people feel okay about that. And if you talk to them, they say, well, I don't really have a problem with it. I can always go down there and get some little squares. So if we go with the people and what they want, things stay the way they are. So no one that's calling themselves a revolutionary can ever act like they're that democratic. Revolutionaries have come to the point where they are absolutely clear about creating change, so they're absolutely against something that exists. Do you hear me? They're against something that is in existence. A system that is in existence. A structure that is in existence. A way of life that is in existence. So there's no way that we can call ourselves revolutionaries and carry ourselves like we are democratic politicians. Because that means we're not against anything. We're just for what everybody is for. I'm not for what everybody that's walking around in the dajiki is for. I'm not for what everybody with dreadlocks is for. Everybody that say a hotep is for. Just because they say that. I'm specifically with the obliteration of the agenda of white supremacy. Specifically. So I'm against certain things that are in the world. And I'm not trying to create a utopia for everybody. I know that it will be a utopia for the majority of black people. Some black devils are going to suffer from change. Clearly, if you eating good off the fat white pig today, you're going to be starving tomorrow in that way. So it's not going to be a utopia for that person that's fat off white supremacy, that loves his master. It's not going to be a utopia for that person. If you love the world the way it is and you don't see what's wrong with it, and I don't really see what's wrong and what y'all are so mad about, you're going to be mad when we tear that shit up. Am I right? Why are y'all so angry with it? I mean, it's for everybody. It's a free system. I mean, go back to Africa if you don't like it. You're going to be mad when we turn this into Africa. Am I right? When you look up out your window and see Africa, you're going to have a problem with it because it ain't America anymore. Africa is coming to a neighborhood near you very fucking soon. Well, you're right. We're going back to Africa. We're just not physically leaving. We're going to make this Africa. You follow what I'm saying? We're going to turn our community into Africa. So people are happy with what's things going on, and it's really not that bad. Those are your people that are going to have a problem. Let's take advantage of everything and just use the system. And just get to where we need to go. How has the system got us to where we need to go as a people? Now, it may have gotten a handful of us to where we need to go, but if they're still shooting black men down in the streets in cold blood, clearly we ain't got to where it is that we need to go as a people, and there's no guarantee that this system is going to take us to where we need to go. The only guarantee is that we stop saying it's going to take us to where we need to go, and we start stepping the way and where and how it need to go. That's the only guarantee. And that is the position of the black supremacists. We got to be strong-minded. That's the whole point that I'm making. Weak-minded people, it ain't going to work. Stronger minds are colder than stronger bodies. People with all this physical might and strength, they just turn against you that goddamn strong. Now you're fighting He-Man. You feel me? Because they weak-minded. You understand what I'm saying? So there's your opposition. Your belief in the physical world and physical materialism is your strongest opposition. Yeah, I'm glad we got some strong people. We all strong. And guess what? We all decided we on white supremacy. You feel me? And we strong on that too. So I'd rather be with a weak, strong-minded person than a strong, weak-minded person. Because a strong, weak-minded person is the goddamn pit bull that's going to turn on your ass. It's a strong dog. But I'd rather a German shepherd that's going to be fucking loyal. You understand what I'm saying? Even a poodle going to bark. That weak-minded pit bull going to bite you before they even come. He going to kill you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Before the enemies get to you. That poodle at least going to bark. Even though he can't do nothing, you at least can, him bark and get it together. The pit bull chewing on your goddamn ass. Strong as hell. You understand the point that I'm making? It's a reality. You live in a house and it's a trauma with certain dogs and you don't have no food, the dog gonna eat you. Certain types of dog gonna eat you first. Because it's that weak-minded of a creature. You follow what I'm saying? Certain dogs will be laying right beside you skinny as hell. Do you hear me? Real talk. That dog is gonna be skinny as hell right by their master. Like you still alive. Do you understand what I'm saying? That weak-minded dog gonna be chewing your ass. You ain't gonna be able to be identified. Is this him? Is this her? So I'd rather be with a weak, strong-minded person. And that people believe in the Matrix so hard that sounds terrible.